Hey everyone, and welcome, my mystic friends. I'm excited to share with you the July 2025 astrology forecast for all 12 signs. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate. I specialize in traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology. I am excited to share this month's forecast with you. If you are new here, you can find more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. Thank you for liking and subscribing and for sharing your journey with me. So as we step into July of 2025, the atmosphere of astrology is just alive with movement, with insight, and with transformation. This month, we begin to journey through the zodiac signs archetypes of Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Those four are going to be illuminated or magnified, each offering this unique rhythm and this theme of emotion and curiosity, creativity, and refinement. This is all going to take center stage as we navigate the powerful turning point in both our personal and our collective evolution. The headline event of this month is going to be Uranus entering into the sign of Gemini, which will happen on July 7th. 2025. This marks the beginning of a new 7-year cycle for each of us. Uranus is the planet of innovation and disruption and chaos and awakening. And in the sign of Gemini, this is the sign of communication and ideas and adaptability, and literally it electrifies how we learn, how we share, how we connect, how we think. This transit's really going to spark these mental breakthroughs, and it invites us to break free from any outdated thought patterns. We are now entering into this period where curiosity, it becomes revolutionary, and adaptability is going to be the key for growth. Venus in Gemini is also going to be here this month, and it adds this lightness, this playfulness to our love and to our social life. Relationships are going to thrive with witty banter and mental stimulation and the willingness to try new things. It's going to be a great time for creative writing or for travel or refreshing your look or experimenting with new forms of artistic expression. The sun is also going to be moving through the sign of Cancer until towards the end of the month on July 23rd. This encourages us to have this emotional introspection, this connection to home and to family, and the nourishment that we so desire on every level. You might feel drawn to pull within and retreat, to reflect, to reset. This is going to be an invitation to literally protect your space, to tend to your inner healing, and to deepen your foundation and your roots. We do have Mercury going to be stationing retrograde, and it will be in the sign of Leo. This will happen mid-month, just before the sun moves into the new sign of Leo, and it will remain retrograde until August 11th. Now, this retrograde is going to cover the span of 4 degrees to 15 degrees of the sign of Leo. It invites a deep personal review of how we communicate, how we express ourselves, how we claim attention. It's Leo themes. It'll be a chance to reassess what truly lights you up and how you convey your own creative voice to the world. You might find yourself revisiting old creative projects or reworking how you speak or how you perform. Or you might be confronting Leo, like ego themes, ego-related misunderstandings. Practice patience with yourself. Double check your plans. Give yourself space to realign and refocus your message between your soul and your heart. Just as we start to feel this rhythm of warmth and security, the energy will then start to shift. So the theme is going to start off with the sun in Cancer, and then we're going to shift where the sun moves into Leo. It'll move into Leo on July 23rd, and the tone will become more expressive because this is where Mercury is retrograde. And so it's bold, it's outwardly focused. Leo season is about celebrating your own authenticity. It's about letting your own inner fire shine and reflect, whether it's through art or romance or leadership skills and qualities. This will be your time to be seen and to be celebrated. Now, however this vibrant energy comes in, there's going to be this important twist, and that's with working with the Mercury retrograde. Now, we also have Mars in Virgo with us all month long. I love this because this brings in this discipline, the focus, this practical motivation that we need. This is going to be an excellent backdrop for the Mercury retrograde because Virgo helps us to stay grounded. It's solution oriented. It's about channeling the energy into editing and organizing and our health routines in any way that reflects effort that requires careful thought and precision. It's not going to be about speed. This time will be about effectiveness. So altogether, June of 2025 is going to be a month of awakening, of realignment, and preparation, with Uranus literally like a lightning bolt cracking open this new mental terrain, and Mercury asking us to stop, pause, to reflect. This is going to be a time to truly pause and listen closely for insight, for clarity, for the unexpected inspiration. So look to let this month be your reset, a space to honor both your own inner truth, but also your evolving voice. So grab your calendar, my friends, because these are the most important transits to plan your month ahead for July of 2025. I want to start with July 4th. We're going to have Venus in a conjunction with Uranus. That means it's merging its energy. So expect this time to have this unexpected flash within love or your finances or beauty and aesthetics. This will be a breakthrough aspect. It brings flashes of desire or a surprise connection with somebody, or sudden shifts in what or who you value. And so look at what is stable can now be shaken up. Trust where change is asking you to grow, especially in areas of comfort or within self-worth. The very next day on July 5th, we're going to have a couple of things happen. We're going to have Venus enter into the sign of Gemini. She's going to be here until August 1st, and the energy becomes very flirtatious. It's social. It's intellectually curious. It's great for playful connections with other people or creative communication or banter or travel or refreshing your style or your ideas. And we also have Neptune stationing retrograde at 29 degrees of Pisces. So there's going to be this subtle inner shift that begins with intuition deepening, but illusions are going to be dissolving. This will be a time to review your dreams, or your spiritual beliefs, or creative visions that can bring on more clarity and more discernment. On July 6th, we're going to have Venus in the sign of Gemini in a harmonious aspect with Saturn and Aries. And so this is about our conversations and our connections. They're going to deepen. This is like flirtation meets commitment. Ideas and relationships that have begun, they now get this lasting power if they're rooted in honesty and curiosity. We also have Venus in a harmonious aspect with Neptune in Aries. And so this is a beautiful day to add in a layer of creativity, romance, compassion, and soulful expression. Words can carry magic, and there can be these gentle connections that feel poetic and healing. I absolutely love when Venus is involved in anything because she wants to bring together and unite. The very next day on July 7th, we're going to have Venus in a trine with Pluto. So she's just literally hitting up all of the big planets. Now, Pluto is in Aquarius, and so there can be these deep insights, magnetic conversations, transformative interactions that go on between you and others. This is a really powerful time for you to express something meaningful or for you to look at unlocking your own inner power through your connection with other people. And the big thing, the big event of the day will be Uranus entering into Gemini, and it's going to be here until 2032. So this is probably the most significant shift that's going to happen this month. Uranus is going to begin its 7-year journey into the sign of Gemini, where it will ignite. Think of like a lightning bolt. This is about revolutionary within technology or communication or education or media or how we think and how we react with other people. It does really well in an air sign. And so it's able to spread the message far and wide quick. Then as we move to July 10th, we're going to have a full moon in the earthy sign of Capricorn. Now, it opposes the sun in Cancer because that's what a full moon does. And so this is, think about emotional or career or responsibility within themes. Full moons always bring about endings, culminations, or closures. So this has to do with structure, responsibility, and long-term goals versus your own personal needs and your own security. There could be a moment of culmination or release or with clarity with this full moon. Then on July 13th, we're going to have Saturn, now one of the other bigger outer planets, stationed retrograde. So this will be a time to truly take a step back and reflect upon your boundaries. Remember, Saturn has the rings around it, and I like to think of it as the fence around the yard. And so it's rethinking, revising, rewinding, because it's retrograde, commitments, boundaries, spiritual responsibilities. So the next few months, they're going to ask you to pause and look at your own internal restructuring and maturity within your beliefs and in your long-term plans. As we move to July 18th, Mercury is now going to station retrograde in the fiery sign of Leo. And so it'll be here from 4 degrees. It'll backtrack over 15 degrees to 4 degrees. So if you have any personal planets at that time, and this will be retrograde until August 11th. This will have us rethinking, reviewing, revising creative expression or communication or any plans that you need to go back and review over. This will be the perfect time to reflect on how do you share your voice? How do you shine your light? How do you show up for others? Look to avoid any drama. Focus on how you can refine your message. Leo is like, rawr. It's revisiting these creative ideas that you've had from the past and getting your voice out there. The very next day, on July 19th, we're going to have Sun in Cancer in a hard aspect, a square with Chiron, our wound, in the sign of Aries. And so look at this as a very tender moment where old emotional wounds or insecurities, they come up, they surface, especially around family or belonging or self-worth. So instead of avoiding the discomfort, choose gentle honesty and look towards healing this wound. Then we move into July 22nd. So then we're going to have in quick succession themes that have to do with the sun. So the sun is going to enter into the sign of Leo. This is an immediate energy shift into more confidence, into visibility, into creative boldness. Leo season, it invites you to shine, to lead, to express your own authentic self with heart and with pride. Remember that Mercury is retrograde here, so it will have you revising some of the themes that have to do with the way that you communicate. That same day, we're going to have the sun in a harmonious aspect with the planet of Uranus. Now, Uranus is in Gemini, and so this is like this spark of brilliance, this great idea, an unexpected insight, creative breakthrough, unexpected opportunities to express your own uniqueness. So say yes to spontaneity and to innovation. The very next day on the 24th, there's going to be a new moon with Leo. Remember, a new moon is when the sun and the moon come in a conjunction. They merge their energy together. And so it's always a time to have a fresh start, clean slate, new beginning for creative projects, leadership, self-expression, those Leo fiery themes. So look to set these intentions around confidence or joy or honoring your own passions. On the same day, we have the sun that's opposing Pluto. And so an opposition is just that, one thing, one planet that opposes the other. And the sun is considered to be a luminary. So there's this intense inner and outer power dynamics that can now come up. This can be really a transformational moment that reveals what needs to be fully let go of or released in order for you to stand in your own light or stand in your own truth. You also have on the 24th and 25th, the sun is going to be in a harmonious aspect with Saturn. So remember Saturn, the rings around it. This is creating vision that's meeting this grounded discipline. Remember the fence around the yard, and it's going backwards. It's retrograde. So it's great for looking to commit to long-term goals that align with your heart and your identity. There can be strong leadership or productivity moments or opportunities for you to connect with others. And the sun is also going to be in a trine or a harmonious aspect with Neptune. Neptune is also retrograde. Neptune is dreams, illusions, and it dissolves. And so it's inspiration that's flowing. Your intuition is heightened, and your vision can feel like more expansive and connected to. This is really beautiful for creative expression, spiritual growth, and offering encouragement to other people. And so there's all of this energy happening around the sun, and when the sun moves into Leo with Mercury retrograde here, and then the sun making all of these aspects to these planets, adding to a layered theme. The last thing that I want to talk about is July 31st. We're going to have Venus. She's now going to leave and move into the watery sign of Cancer. She'll be there until August 25th. And this is about love becoming nurturing and nostalgic. Cancer themes, emotionally centered. You can crave comfort at this time. You're looking for deeper bonds or beauty that just feels safe and feels familiar. Relationships can now flip the focus to more of an emotional care and a protection with this transit. So offerings this month for private consultation, you can visit willowgracemystic.com. For working with the moon, check out my moon manifestation guide. You can follow the link below for that. Sign up for my newsletter to find out about all early releases, specials and things that are going on, all happenings. If you are interested in a community with like-minded individuals where we learn, we share, we connect, we grow, check out my Patreon using the link below. There is a 1-week free trial membership. I offer 2 lives once a month, and I do have a special for all Cancerians. You can celebrate your birthday with a personalized solar return at a special rate. Use the code CANCER10 at checkout to enjoy that limited time discount. And I offer live astrology consultations right here every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join live and get in the queue, reserve your spot, and sign up using the link below. Be sure to include your exact date, time, and location of your birth. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you to help you to navigate your unique journey.